Hey guys, John Faulkner here with Survival Dispatch, and today I got Charlie Hogwood with me in the house shooting some videos, and we're going to talk about precious metals.
Precious metals, lead.
Lead.
No?
Gold, silver,
Gold,
things like that, and how they should be incorporated into your preps, what they are good for, and what they are not good for, and maybe a little bit of the fallacies of kind of what goes around the internet of, I should put all my money into precious metals, and a large part of my prep should be in precious metals like gold and silver.
And you should carry a bunch in your bug out bag?
Right, and you should carry it in your bug out bag and things like that. So what you see here on the table is an assortment of gold and silver, just some that we've kind of brought in. I'll talk about a little bit of how I like to do things. Charlie's going to talk about how he kind of does things, and we'll just kind of go from there. It's a topic that you guys have kind of asked about here and there, and Charlie was in studio, so we thought we'd kind of throw some things out here.
Sure.
This is what I carry in my pocket on a daily basis.
I know.
Just in case.
Yep.
Just kidding. And as we shoot this video, we got a spot price of about $17 an ounce for silver, and about $1,480 an ounce for gold. So just so you guys can kind of have the comparison of the two.
So gold is a lot lighter for the value.
Whole lot lighter.
Right, right.
But it's one of those things where it is something that should be a part of your preps, but it should be done accordingly to where you're at in stages of your other preps, I think.
Yes.
Agree?
Yeah, I would. So I would say that it's not a bad idea to have something of currency value.
Correct.
If, and the big giant, we need that big if sign that we hold up, if you got everything else out of the way. So you can't eat it, you can't drink it, you can't sleep under it.
Most people don't know how much it's worth.
Yeah, you have no idea what it's worth.
Yeah.
And you get a coin, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to lop off a section, you're going to carry a little nippers with you and cut off pieces and carry a little drug scale with you, and it's just the denominations are not going to be helpful.
Right, and that's how, and as you can see by the representation of stuff that we have here, due to the price of silver, being about $17, I pretty much only do silver dollars.
Yeah.
Number one, I've collected them for quite a few years.
Sure.
But $17, in a post-event issue, it's going to get you a box of ammo. It's going to get you some food. It's going to get you some things like that.
$17 is the conversion rate in that situation the same?
Well, that's the first question you have to ask.
As today, because if I said I'll give you $300 worth of silver for a box of ammo, and you had one box of ammo that was worth $6, would you take it?
Right. Right, and that's part of the first part about it is the value is an unknown value.
Yeah.
So you're putting your money into an unknown value, your investment into an unknown value for an event that you don't know what it's going to be worth.
Yes.
So that's the first question you have to acknowledge. What Charlie was saying though, if we're using just spot price across the board, this is worth about 17. Let's just say $20. Make it even.
Okay.
A 1 ounce gold coin is worth $1,500. So if this is something that's in your bug out bag, $1,500 for a gallon of water, for a box of ammo.
So you want to trade me a $1,500 coin for my box of ammo?
Potentially.
So I know you don't have any ammo.
Right.
And you've got a $1,500 coin because I can see it.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, you don't have any ammo? I have ammo.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give me the whole coin?
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to give me the whole coin. Well, maybe I'm going to take it from you now. How many coins you got? Well, let's see what's in your bag. How many of my friends are standing around and you're there looking to barter, you know? And the problem with bartering is the double coincidence. Do I really want that?
Right.
Do you want what I got for the same value what you got? And that's why we have currency at all. So we all have a level system to work under.
Yeah.
But under those conditions, that's not going to happen.
You're not going to have that. And there's a lot of fallacies, I think, that are out there. I'm not a huge fan of having gold in like a get home bag because currency is not going to change that fast. If SHTF situation and Charlie and I have to walk 100 miles and we come up upon a gas station that has some candy bars and water, am I going to hand over a 1 ounce gold coin.
Well, let's look at a
hand
real
over
world.
silver. They're going to still want cash probably within 48 hours.
Probably cash because their card machines aren't going to work.
Right.
So I like to revert back to real world situations.
Yeah.
Venezuela, cash blowing down the gutter in the streets. Nobody wants it. It's not worth anything.
Yeah.
So currency may not be of any value. Gold might be of value to somebody who already has a lot of supplies.
Correct.
But if you don't have anything else, maybe gold should not have been the first thing or one of the things that you prepared with.
Yep.
The gold and precious metals are going to be very helpful after a currency issue or after a disaster gets corrected. It could be, if it ever gets to the point where you're using this, that's going to go on for a while.
A long time.
Long enough for the economy to totally fail or, and then you're going to deal with, maybe a year later or whatever number it is. And then you're going to come out with that.
Yep.
Well, by then, hopefully you've had enough food and all the other 9 areas of survival, which we're going to talk in an upcoming video, to offset that. So if you're very wealthy, no problem. But if you're not, I don't think this is the way to go.
I agree. I agree 100%. Let's talk about if people are wanting to get into gold and silver. Denominations, types, and stuff that we prefer. And there's a lot out there. There's coins, there's bars, there's foreign currency.
Sure.
We have some Canadian stuff up here. I'll start with me. Okay. I like silver dollars. People know what they are. They're less likely to think it's a counterfeit if something were to happen. Instead of coming up with just a gold bar or a silver bar that
could be brass,
could
polished
be, it could be a lot of things. Stampings could look weird, where silver dollar looks like a silver dollar for the most part. So I tend to, with silver, I tend to just stay with silver dollars. When it comes to gold, gold comes in a lot of different facets also. Yes, you can try to barter off your wife's necklaces and rings and stuff. It's going to be even harder to put a currency value on that.
Especially because gold is not all the same.
Right.
You have different levels of carat to gold.
So I like to stay with coins. There are bars. There's even some cards out there, like a credit card size, that you can break off like a 50th of a gram of gold and trade it that small of a currency.
Again, we're back to the micro SD cards.
Right.
Where did I drop that thing?
But you can get a 1 ounce gold coin. These are half ounce gold coins, halves or quarters. These are half ounce gold coins. So these would be roughly about $900, $900 each. And then you can get quarters, or you can get a 1/10 of an ounce. Which 1/10 of ounce, they're small, they're lightweight. You're going to have so in this coin right now it's about $150 for that, and it's a good denomination in order to trade. So you have quite a few different options.
So what's the face value it says on that coin?
$1 or 50 cents.
$25, is it? Is that a $25 coin? Down on the bottom?
$25.
So these are two $25 coins.
Yep.
They're marked at, that's $50.
$50.
Is that $50 in value? So how much do these weigh?
They're a half ounce each.
They're a half ounce each. So 2 of these is an ounce, and an ounce is going for how much? $1,500. So they say $50, but they're worth $1,500.
Yeah.
So that brings up the point, just like all these others, if you get these mint proofs and all that stuff, if these say $1 on them, how much are you paying for these as an investment?
Right.
So buying these kind of coins as an investment for currency in a collapse situation, as opposed to buying this for its collector value, completely different.
Yeah, and that's why I brought a couple of them.
Exactly.
There's collector ones, or you can just get a tube.
Sure.
You can get 20, 10 or 20. Yeah.
So you've got a couple of tubes over here. So these are quarter tubes, and then you can just put them down inside of here. So nice heavy duty plastic tubes. But so if you're looking at precious metals and you're looking at coins, you've got antique coins over here.
Yep.
So an antique coin might have a face value of $1, but it could have a value of hundreds of dollars or more. So if you're going to do some trading with somebody who's not knowledgeable, and you say, I'm going to give you these 2 coins, they're valued at $1,500, and the guy's going to look at it and say, nope,
25.
It says $25.
Yeah.
That's what I'll give you. You're like, well, hold on, that's not the value of that, but that's the reality of where you're facing.
Yeah.
So face values, collector values, it's all over the place. Just too much room for problems. Now, I don't have a problem with these. You know, because a small gold coin can get you, especially if we talk to Alan will tell you.
Foreign countries.
Yeah, foreign countries, you need to slip through a checkpoint or something like that, and that can go somewhere. But as far as getting an equal dollar value out of something, I think you're probably trading from either a position of extreme weakness.
Yes.
Or you've got way too much and you don't want to give it up, and so.
Yeah, and you know, and like I said, I like to try to, if possible, stay in American coins. If I have some collectors, you know, Canadian coins, Australian coins, things like that. But if you're like Charlie said, if you're talking to somebody that really doesn't know a lot, and they're like, "Why is there a koala bear on this?" Don't
it
look
looks
American
like
to me.
It looks like a boomer's token,
right? You know, you're like,
and that's the other
you get
side
this at
of
Chuck E.
it.
Cheese. You know?
I've actually seen people sell gold chains that they swear are gold. Just got to get rid of it on a hard ship, but it's brass that was just polished up, nice and shiny.
Yeah.
And you can do, if you're going to do koala coins and loonies or whatever and all these other things, and you make them pretty shiny, that's what gold is. It's pretty shiny.
Yeah.
And to the untrained eye, if you're not trained in it, and somebody wants to give you gold, you're like, oh, sweet.
Got it.
Because they can play the dumb side. I got $50 in coins, and you're going to be like, oh, I know that's $1,500. I'll take that. I'll give you this rifle. And the guy's laughing when he leaves with your rifle because he just traded you off a couple of game tokens that were polished and convinced you otherwise.
So you know, and there's a lot out there. There's a lot of research that you can do. As an investment side,
that's different.
That's different.
That's an entirely different situation.
Entirely different. But as far as a prepping side, you know, it does have to weigh into where in your preps does it fit, you know? And I think that's one of the hardest things, and we get a lot of questions about that all the time, is at the end of the day, there's 200 or so categories that we can prepare for.
Sure.
How do we, and we try to, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little, and you keep bouncing around. And you really have to prioritize those in what you do first, making sure your family's taken care of with food and shelter and things like that, and then really working your way down instead of like, I know there's holes in the roof and we don't have any plywood, but don't worry, I have a stack of gold.
That's right.
It's not going to fix that hole.
Not at all.
Right now,
Yep.
And it is one of those things where there's a lot of people that they swear by gold or silver as an investment. If that's the case, I'll tell you, if you're new to this, it takes a lot of room to store silver. Just because of the value of it now. I mean, you're talking bars, bricks of bars in order to equate to an amount that you'd be like, that's part of my retirement. It's a safe.
If I had a silver bar, I'd paint it gold.
Whereas, I mean, well, you just take it, this little coin right here is equivalent to 10 silver coins.
And these are heavy. I mean, they're like big old heavy poker chips.
Right. Where you can just have this. So, and I will say, Charlie brought it up with regards to international travel. Gold is an international currency. Everybody knows what it is. Most countries nowadays, being Americans, will take an American dollar. They will. It's still held at that high of a standard, even though it's fluctuated some over the years.
But a lot of places don't take cash anymore.
Correct.
And you've got people that you would give this to. If you went to give this to somebody at a store, they would have no idea what that is. This is a different generation.
Yeah. So, we would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this topic also. And if you want some follow-up videos, feel free to leave the topics below with regards to if you want us to dive more into how to, correctly use this in a bartering situation or something like that. So make sure you leave those comments below. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button as always. And until next time, be safe.